Maumbe George William. Much obliged, my lord. Whether the affidavit of Ben Itale Mukasa in support of the first respondent's answer to the petition is legally admissible. My lord, counsel for the petitioner submitted that the affidavit of Ben Itale Mukasa should be struck off because he procured witnesses, George William Maumbe and Chamber Nathan. He says that the affidavit, that the witness participated in an illegality and should not be allowed to continue participating in the proceedings, my lord. But my lord, there is nothing illegal about the affidavit of Ben Itale Mukasa. It fully complies with the Commissioner for Oaths Act. It complies with the Oaths Act, and it was deemed read by court. My lord, also the counsel for the petitioner had an opportunity to cross-examine Ben Itale Mukasa, and he conveniently disregarded that opportunity. He did not even make a prayer to cross-examine him among the people that he wanted to cross-examine. But now he wants to turn around and make presumptions and allegations and submissions from the bar about a supposed illegality. My lord, even when you peruse the affidavit of Ben Itale Mukasa, it is only in paragraphs 10 and 11 where he makes reference to one of the expunged affidavits of George William Maumbe. But even as he's making a reference to that affidavit, he only says that he had an opportunity of perusing, of looking at that affidavit. And that is all he speaks about concerning the expunged affidavit in support of the first respondent's answer. He makes no mention whatsoever of the affidavit of Chamber Nathan. But most importantly, my lord, which is a well-known fact by now in these proceedings, these two affidavits have since been expunged. So it is our submission, my lord, that we cannot have a conversation about procuring witnesses, about the action being an illegality when the purported procured witnesses no longer have any evidence on the record. My lord, what counsel is trying to do is to sort of raise the dead. And I think it's important that he lets the souls of the departed affidavits to rest. My lord, counsel's submission about an illegality, the decision he has furnished with court, all that is evidence from the bar. There is totally no illegality. Totally. And to expunge Ben Itale's affidavit in support of the first respondent's answer, my lord, is to deny both the first respondent and even Ben Itale Mukasa a right to be heard. It's against the tenets of a fair hearing, my lord. The affidavit, Ben Itale Mukasa was accused of several acts of bribery by first the petitioner. These are fortified in the affidavits by the affidavits of Wanjala Solomon, Maumbe George William, Chamber Nathan, and all of them are accusing him of committing different acts of bribery. He should be allowed to defend himself. He should be allowed to respond, my Lord, which he has done and filed an affidavit which is already being read by court. My Lord, our prayer is that if it pleases court, only the two paragraphs, paragraphs 10 and 11, only three paragraphs, my Lord, 10, 11, and 12 of the affidavit of Ben Nalukoola be severed. From his affidavit. My Lord, severing portions of paragraphs from an affidavit is not removable. In the case of Kiza Besigye versus YKM, the presidential election petition of 2001, cited with approval in Mutembuli Yusuf versus Nagumu Moses Musamba at page 16, my Lord. An extract from the judgment from the holding of Justice Mulenga observed that in my view, a court can reject offending parts of an affidavit while accepting the rest of the same as it rejects inadmissible oral evidence. My Lord, we pray that only paragraphs 10, 11, and 12 be severed in the affidavit of Ben Nalukoola. And the rest of the affidavit be useful for this court in evaluation of evidence, my Lord. Much obliged.
Okay, so next. What are you going to submit on?
I'm going to submit on issue number 2 in relation to the factual argument that was put and Remy again the buttress with the law, the case, sorry. Now you do the factual.
Okay. So, Mr. Boss, let's take a short break.
No.
Let's review my David.